Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Monday. We've got 12 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Just hit 20.9K subs, working for 21K subs. So keep up the good work, guys. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Really great promo, especially with BetMGM. Get up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't hit. So go ahead and take advantage of that, guys. My audio might sound not the best. I'm in a different place and I forgot my mic. So using the computer mic, so bear with me. Hopefully it's not too bad. Lighter-ish slate today. Just 12 matchups to start the day. Starting with a doubleheader between the San Diego Padres versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -125. The Padres +105 with the over-under at 7.5. Padres coming into this matchup 24-24. Braves 26-16. Pitching for the Padres is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 2.45. Pitching for the Braves is Reynaldo Lopez with an ERA of 1.34. Cease, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Padres on a 2-game winning streak, back-to-back wins against the Braves, beating them 9-1 yesterday. I mean, they dominated them. Yu Darvish had a heck of a game yesterday. He's been great for them. Braves on a 3-game losing streak right now. Padres 5-0 on the road against the Braves. I mean, man, they've been very good against Atlanta here. Pretty even pitching matchup, I'd say. Both pitchers have been very solid. Yeah, give me the plus money and Padres +1.5 in game 1 here. Then game 2, San Diego Padres versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as big home favorites at -225. The Padres +180 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Padres is Randy Vasquez with an ERA of 6.32. Pitching for the Braves is Chris Sale with an ERA of 2.54. Vasquez, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Sale, he's been very solid coming off back-to-back 0-run games here. I'm not a big fan of doubleheaders. I usually like to double down. So wherever I go with the first, I usually go with the second. We've seen how dominant the Padres have been, and they've been very good against Atlanta here. Vasquez has had some rough starts on the mound, hasn't been amazing, but I'm doubling down on the Padres. They're even bigger plus money. Yeah, I'll take a shot with the Padres +1.5 on the road again in game 2. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -200. The White Sox +170 with the over-under at 7.5. White Sox coming into this matchup 14-33. Toronto 20-25. Pitching for the White Sox is Eric Fetty with an ERA of 2.60. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 2.82. Fetty, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Barrios, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The White Sox on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a bad Yankee series. Toronto coming off a Tampa Bay win. The White Sox 0-6 on the road against Toronto, 0-7 against Toronto. They've been very bad against Toronto here. Fetty coming off back-to-back 0-run games here, but I'm liking the Blue Jays at home. White Sox, they've just been so bad against Toronto here. We'll see how Fetty plays today, but I'm going to roll with the Blue Jays at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -120. The Mets +110 with the over-under at 8.5. Mets coming into this matchup 21-25. Cleveland 30-17. Pitching for the Mets is Tyler Megill with an ERA of 2.25. Pitching for the Guardians is Ben Lively with an ERA of 3.06. Megill, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Lively, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Mets coming off a Miami win. Cleveland on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a Minnesota 3-game sweep. Crazy, the Mets. They're 7-0 against Cleveland. So they've been good head-to-head. Cleveland 7-1 at home, where they've been very good. Yeah, Cleveland, they've just been playing very well. Mets, I mean, we saw how bad they looked in that Miami series. Haven't got back-to-back wins in a while. It's been a while since they built up 2 games in a row here. I simply just don't trust the Mets here. And, yeah, I'm going to take the Guardians at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Miami Marlins. Brewers opening up as road favorites at -130. Miami +120 with the over-under at 8. Brewers coming into this matchup 27-19. The Marlins 15-33. Pitching for the Brewers is Joe Ross with an ERA of 4.61. Pitching for the Marlins is Ryan Weathers with an ERA of 3.81. Ross, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Weathers, his last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Brewers coming off a Houston loss. Miami coming off a Mets loss. I think their little 4-game winning streak they were on. Milwaukee. The over's hitting 4 of the last 5 on the road against Miami, so maybe that could be a play here. Weathers coming off a 0-run game, but he gives up runs. Joe Ross, he's been okay, gives up a couple runs, but yeah, we're rolling with the Brewers. I think the Marlins' little win streak came to an end. Back to reality here. I'll take the Brewers on the road. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus the Washington Nationals. Minnesota opening up as road favorites at -160. Washington +145 with the over-under at 8. Twins coming into this matchup 24-22. Washington 20-25. Pitching for the Twins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 3.93. Pitching for the Nationals is Mitchell Parker with an ERA of 3.09. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Parker, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Minnesota on a 6-game losing streak, coming off 3 straight losses against Cleveland. Washington, they're on a 5-game losing streak. Both teams struggling right now. Minnesota 1-5 on the road against Washington, 2-9 against Washington. Both pitchers giving up some runs here. Yeah, I don't really trust Minnesota right now. They've looked kind of bad, and yeah, I'll take the Nationals +1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Boston Red Sox versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Got both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 7.5. Boston coming into this matchup 23-24. The Rays 25-23. Pitching for Boston is Tanner Houck with an ERA of 2.17. Pitching for the Rays is Taj Bradley with an ERA of 2.45. Houck, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Bradley, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Boston coming off a big St. Louis win, 11-3. Tampa Bay coming off a Toronto loss, ending their little 4-game winning streak they were on. Boston 1-15 on the road against Tampa Bay. That's a crazy number right there. They virtually never won on the road against Tampa. Pretty even pitching matchup here. In a pick'em scenario, I'm just going to roll the dice with those numbers there, and I'll take the Rays at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -130. Seattle +115 with the over-under at 8. Seattle coming into this matchup 25-22. The Yankees 33-15. Pitching for Seattle is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 3.07. Pitching for the Yankees is Marcus Stroman with an ERA of 3.33. Gilbert, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Stroman, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Seattle, coming off a Baltimore loss. Yankees, they're hot right now. They're on a 7-game winning streak. Swept the White Sox, swept the Twins. Seattle 5-14 on the road against the Yankees here. Stroman coming off probably his best start of the season, giving up no runs. And Gilbert, a tough 2-game stretch for Gilbert, giving up 11 runs here. Yankees are hot right now, rolling with New York at home. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City opening up a slight home favorites at -115. Detroit -105 with the over-under at 9. Detroit coming into this matchup 23-23. The Royals 29-19. Pitching for Detroit is Reese Olson with an ERA of 2.09. Pitching for the Royals is Michael Wacha with an ERA of 4.71. Olson, his last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. He's only given up 1 run in 3 starts. He's been very solid for them. Wacha, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. He's given up 10 runs in his last 3 starts here. Detroit coming off an Arizona loss. Royals on a 3-game winning streak, coming off an Oakland sweep. Detroit, though, they're 7-1 against the Royals, 5-2 on the road against the Royals here. Olsen been great on the mound here, and I'm going to take Detroit +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the St. Louis Cardinals. St. Louis opening up as home favorites at -125. Baltimore +105 with the over-under at 7.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 29-15. The Cardinals 20-26. Pitching for Baltimore is Dean Kramer with an ERA of 3.72. Pitching for the Cardinals is Sonny Gray with an ERA of 3.05. Kramer, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Gray, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Baltimore coming off a Seattle win. St. Louis coming off a Boston loss. Baltimore 5-1 on the road where they've been very good here. Gray, 2 bad starts for Gray. He's given up 11 runs in 2 starts, or in his last 2 on the mound here. And Baltimore underdog value on the road today. I'll take the Orioles +1.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -200. LA +170 with the over-under at 8. Angels coming into this matchup 18-29. The Astros 21-26. Pitching for the Angels is Reed Detmers with an ERA of 5.19. Pitching for the Astros is Framber Valdez with an ERA of 2.95. Detmers, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Detmers has given up 17 runs in his last 3 starts. He's been so bad. Valdez coming off a 0-run game, coming off 2 semi-good starts on the mound here. Angels coming off a Rangers win. Houston coming off a Milwaukee win. They're 8-2 in their last 10. Starting to ramp things up again. Starting to play kind of like we know Houston is able to. But yeah, with Detmers on the mound, there's no chance I can back the Angels here. I'll take the Astros at home today. Then the last matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the LA Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -230. Arizona +190 with the over-under at 8.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 22-25. Dodgers 32-17. Pitching for the Diamondbacks is Joe Mantiply with an ERA of 4.67. Pitching for the Dodgers is Yoshinobu Yamamoto with an ERA of 3.21. Mantiply, his last start, he pitched 1 inning. He actually hasn't pitched any this season. 3 really good starts last year. Only gave up 2 runs in his 3 starts, but he's only pitched about an inning. So we'll see how long he pitches today. Yamamoto, he's coming off a 4-run game. He's been solid, though, for the Dodgers. Arizona coming off a Detroit win. Dodgers on a 3-game winning streak, coming off 3 straight Cincinnati wins here. Arizona just 6-14 on the road against the Dodgers. We'll see how Will Mantiply plays here, but I like Yamamoto. He's been solid, and we'll take the Dodgers at home to close out the night here. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Monday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. Have a good one.